Time to release now a new review about an interesting plugin for WordPress called Coming Soon and Maintenance Mode by Web Factory Ltd. Web Factory is the company that already released the most famous plugin called WP Reset. It's a great plugin that I highly recommend if you want to play with developing uh, your site, also because it allows some staging option and some advanced uh, settings, which will include, for example, reset your site to previously you saved point. So it's very comfortable and very useful if you got, for example, a broken site. With 2 clicks you can go back to the previous state. But the plugin I'm going to talk about now is this coming to the maintenance mode. So in my case, for example, lately I was developing a website. I was really into it. I mean, I was checking all the plugins, all the settings, all the security things, and I completely forgot that I wanted to launch the site, for example, and use a countdown timer, for example. And yes, I could design a page, set up something, but I needed something quick and fast, which could do the job in like 5 minutes. So I came into the coming soon and maintenance mode plugin, which is absolutely brilliant, and it did the job in a few seconds. So once you buy the plugin, it's very straightforward. It will prompt you to download and install the plugin on your website, and once you're done, this is what you'll get. So you're here, for example, into the coming soon and maintenance mode. I got the pro version, which is the paid one. So you can enable just with a one click, as you see here, on off. But let's go to check the other things it can do. So we got a SEO, which is analyzing basically your content on the page, which is fine because it's the content just for the landing page. So even if you don't have a up and running website, you can still get a decent SEO score on this page. And this is what we will do. We will analyze your coming soon page and we will give you some score just in case. So it's coming soon. So let's say if you improve this, for example, so for example, we have to modify the page title over here. Okay, I will start here. So as you can see, for example, it's increasing the score. The SEO title is doing well. We can decide if we want to exclude or block some search engine, for example. We can modify the meta description. So for this example, I won't do a lot of things, but as you can see, you can play with it. It's very cool because it obviously takes care also of the SEO. Then we will save changes, and as you can see, saved. Then we go to themes, for example, and there are really a lot. I mean, when I say a lot, there are like more than 100 themes probably. So we can activate one of those and we are almost there. So for example, I'll just choose something very simple. Let's see. There are so many, and some of them are really cool. Honestly, they got also some other option which we'll go through. I want to go forward, and as you can see, there are also some user theme that you can create and save. If there is the design and the autoresponder in emailing service, as you can see here, there is MailChimp and Universal Autoresponder, Zapier, or Webhook. Webhook means you can probably integrate easily with Integrately, for example, or Public Connect, those last two deals, but there is also Zapier or Integromat, for example. Here you can enter a few settings about the messages and everything else. Then you got the access, and you can decide who will have this page enabled. For example, if you want to just limit to some IP, for example, to some users or whatever, you can password protect, for example, the login page of the site. And there are some advanced settings, for example, like disabling the toolbar menu, enable, for example, the SSL on coming soon page. You can force it, for example, or just play with some other cool feature. The custom code is mostly done for the header code, the footer, and the CSS, just in case you want to modify something more in detail. So going back to the theme, I will just click on pre-made, for example, and I will select now one to see how it looks. So I will activate the digital agency one. We got it activated. There we go. Then we click on design and layout. For example, we can easily create also our own page, for example. But let's see the logo. I can choose an image, for example. There we have it. There is the option to create a countdown or any other, you know, settings. You can choose the layout you like, for example, and there we go. Now we want this to be enabled. We click on, and there we have go. Now I'm opening a new page. This is the standard website because I'm recognized as in, but as you can see, the coming soon is on. So I click on preview, and that's how it will look. Now this is one of the hundreds custom design they got. Obviously, you can decide and just boom into with one single thing, but obviously we want to play with it. You can also preview those themes, by the way. This is absolutely powerful because, as you can see, for example, you can move a section of this and preview the page. Or I can move this, for example, the subscribe form on top and set the theme like this. Then preview. And as you can see, I completely shifted the email address collection box on the top. This will create the single layout you really love. I mean, it's very, very powerful, very easy. When you click on content, obviously you can click here and start modifying the theme as you want. It's super powerful, it's easy. And once you're ready, you save the changes. When it's complete, you still preview, and as you can see, digital fastbind contact us now has changed. Then let's say I want to go in another section, for example, which is the header. I don't like this color, for example. Okay, I can go back to a classic black, increase the size, save the change, and then super easy, I preview the page again, and there we have it, bigger text. Digital fastbind contact us now is cool, is done. What I was checking, this, for example, let's click. Okay, there is this color, for example. The other text, as you can see, color, it looks like it doesn't change it properly. Let me click the save change, preview the page, and now it's done. Super easy. I don't like this layout. Okay, go back here. Just shift again down. I want to go into now the background of the page because it has an image. I want to open a gallery image, and there you can see it's awesome. You got deposit photos, you got use splash, and you can decide which image you want. Let's say I want something from Italy. Let's try to search for Rome, which is my own town. This is super cool. Let me check it. Absolutely great. Or you got Unsplash, which is free, because on the other side you have to pay for those image. So on Unsplash probably I'll find something even great. So I'll check this, use selected image. It's downloading now, connecting to Unsplash website, which is providing a lot of free images, and that's super cool. This is the background image. I can decide a few options like the cover, the filter. For example, let's say I want this filter. This is not a major one, but the inkwell should make it pretty cool, for example, or the lo-fi. And I will save the changes. Position should be alright. I will preview now, and boom, it's pretty dark. I have to change probably the color of the text, but as you can see, we got a new image in town. I can remove this, open the images gallery, for example. Those are the Unsplash, but let's see. I'm on holiday now, so probably this will fit. I mean, now I'm just playing with a lot of settings, as you can see, a lot of things I want to test and see how it looks. So I will have obviously more time to decide what I want to do. I can even use a video which I can embed from various sources like YouTube, Vimeo, or other, for example, sources, which is good. You got a minimal interface. So you can use social icons, for example, for your Facebook, Twitter, or other services. You can even add the new icon, as you can see, and here you can search the icon of the service you like. Probably they will you'll be able to find them very easily. Countdown progress bar. You got custom HTML. It's super easy, I mean, to set it up. So when I'll click on preview page, it'll be ready. And this is super cool now. So I think, for example, I don't like this. I can change it with the color, but I can even add some sort of custom CSS. Uh, Everything is super smooth, super easy. I highly recommend it. And the new licensing system they got will bring you also not only to this page where you got also other settings as you shown, but you got here your dashboard, for example, and the dashboard it's here. You can download the plugin, and boom, you got there. You can check your sites, for example, with the license associated to them. You can check your profile. You can check a lot of other things, and you can manage even brands. So my opinion on this plugin is that it's super easy. It's probably cool if you plan to work on a lot of website and you have so many templates, for example, to check here in their page in the coming soon wp.com. You can see all the images they got, all the different layouts, and these are all the themes you can modify. Their pricing structure, it's an agency lifetime, as you can see, which is super cool for 199, and I highly recommend to go for it. I mean, instead of the one site one, which doesn't make sense. I mean, in my opinion, the agencies should stick with it. So if you're serious about building a proper image of your website, I will highly recommend it. And not only the coming soon and maintenance mode, but also the WP reset. Give it a try, and I'm sure you won't complain or regret for it. Thanks for watching, and take good care of you. This is Fab from Digital Fast Mind.